been working for Six Flags for about 9 seasons. This is actually my first season here at Great America. Before that I was at Magic Mountain. And I work in the Public Relations Department with Katie. Katie's our Public Relations Communications Manager. And between the two of us, we do countless things. We do all the media relations for the park. We manage all the communication platforms, so like the website, Facebook, Twitter, and then also a bunch of weird stuff like the tollway marquee, the phone system, you name it, on-hold messaging. That's all us kind of controlling that message. What's out there, what's not. New ride launches, so X-Flight, we were all pretty active out there, getting that up and running to the world. Pretty much anything that's not paid advertising that you, as the public, see falls under public relations. So that kind of gives you a scope of what we're responsible for. Do you have anything to add on to that?
No, that sounds about right. My name is Katie Enrique, and this is my 12th season here at the park. Brennan and I had similar starts. We both started in guest relations, just at different parks. I've always been at this park. I actually grew up in Gurney, so a bit of a townie. But then I went through all the marketing departments. So I've been through sales, through the advertising and promotions, and now I'm in PR. So a lot of the marketing background for the park.
And
my name is Dave Ring, founder of Great American Thrills, and today I have 2 awards to give to Six Flags Great America. The first is for X-Flight, and that is the best new addition of 2012. And the second is to Six Flags Great America for the best theme park in the nation of 2012, and that is for entertainment, attractions, and overall variety.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate the honor. We'll go on the wall in the office.
So thank you guys. I know it's like hard to get you guys.
Yeah, you know, you can always ask if we're available. We love coming out of the park. It's better than being cooped up in the office. So
Nice to meet you by the enthusiasts for a while.
tease. Can't see with us.
Q&A.
We invented teasing, so.
Alright, so you guys can start the Q&A?
Yeah, if you guys want to ask us a few questions, we'll see what we can do to answer.
so we have a list from everybody on the website that couldn't make it.
And why couldn't they make it?
Don't ask me. Well, some people are in England, some people are on the TPR Leviathan trip. So, will any coasters be turned backwards for Fright Fest in the coming years?
No, not this Fright Fest.
No American Eagle?
On the radar.
No American Eagle this year? Alright. Are there any current plans for Demon, like new trains, revamp, paint?
Not that we know.
You guys don't know anything?
Well, yeah, generally in the PR marketing function, we come in once a concept's kind of ready to be developed, rolled out. That might happen a year in advance, that might happen 6 months in advance, sometimes it happens, you know.
And something like paint, that would go towards our 2013 budget. So those just haven't been determined yet. They're currently in the process right now. So all those things will get priced out, but it's really a matter of finding if it's into that budget. So Demon right now, who knows, probably not. I don't think it's the worst one out there, at least maybe.
What about American Eagle or Viper? Any retracking going on?
They're always doing tracking work throughout the year, especially during the off-season, but nothing significant that's on our radar.
Are we ever going to see a coaster or Sky Screamer over the 300-foot mark?
No.
Do you want to talk about the height limit?
And the height limit is really there.
325, right?
325, yeah. So you probably won't see it. It just is a matter of that's the ceiling, we just can't go over. And it's not something that's expensive.
What is the future of Fright Fest? You guys talk to us about a little bit of that?
Yeah, Fright Fest, it's going to be something you see growing over the years. It really speaks to our brand. We're about, thrills by day, chills by night. This year, it's going to be, you're probably seeing some of the signage pop up around the park. It's going to be one of our biggest Fright Fests ever at Six Flags Great America.
And so I think this came from the Big Bash. Was that you or Griffin? Okay. In 2010 they did Big Bash during Fright Fest, and that was some like special event, and they had like rave lighting in Viper Station. So are we ever going to see something like that again?
I don't remember that. Big Bash in Viper?
That's what it's called. They had like rave lighting. There's a video of it on
Rave
YouTube.
lighting.
On YouTube.
Well, you know, we do that with the teacups with Tabasco, that it's dark in there and they've got all the lights and the sound going on. I think
That's definitely coming back, right?
that's coming back,
All right.
and I think we'll actually see another fun edition like that for Fright Fest 2012. We have not released what it is yet, but you should hear about it.
September 1st.
Yeah, right around
September 1st.
All right. Is that going to be with the 2013 announcements?
That'll be August 30th, so it'll be right after.
Okay, so they're not
And it won't be
conjoined.
a huge push, but the information will be available on September 1st. We'll start pushing it out as we get closer to it.
Are there any plans for an additional kids area or expanded kids area in the park?
Not on the radar.
Not for 2013.
Not for 2013. Okay, so you're basically shutting down the Screamscape rumor.
Yeah, I mean, rumors are rumors, but yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, we take a look at what's out there. Is that accurate? Screamscape? Yeah. Generally, you know, those are submitted from just various people submitting anonymous tips. Some of the stuff comes out correct, some of it doesn't. I've noticed at this park in particular, we do a really good job of staying pretty tight-lipped and surprising everyone, and I think we're going to do the same this year. That's all I can say. Do you have anything to add on that? It's just another rumors website.
What's in the crate?
A surprise for you on August 30th.
You sure it has to be a surprise?
Yep.
Yeah. That's one thing you need.
Yeah. You're filming this? Yeah.
Will the park ever have a historic museum like at Magic Mountain?
We can't rule it out, but there's no plans that I'm aware of. It's on the Sky Tower. It's actually, it was one of my projects when I was at the time. But it's kind of on the observation deck. It had different like plaques and things you could look at from the history of the park. It worked well for that area. I don't know if there's an area at this park where we necessarily have that same thing.
Is there anything planned for the old games building in County Fair, where Magic Quest used to be?
Well, you know, during Fright Fest we use that as Massacre Medical Center. So right now that will continue just to really operate as a housing department for Fright Fest house. And then we also use it during the summer season as kind of more conference room space, training facilities, and also during Fright Fest there's makeup offices back there as well.
Okay.
Where we make up a lot of things. So we use it, but it's more of a backstage purpose than it is on stage.
What happened to the Batman uniforms that we saw at the beginning of the season?
We did that actually to commemorate because Batman turned 20. So we just brought it back for a very short period of time to just kind of step back and remember Batman.
So it's not
as
gonna
next year.
happen again? All right.
Maybe when it turns 25.
What are the plans for Iron Wolf Space at the moment?
I think you may see a little appearance during Fright Fest, as you guys saw in that little tease we did on Fright Fest. But beyond that, I'm
We're not aware.
So it's not 2013?
We're not aware.
Will the food pass return for 2013?
What?
The season pass
The
food?
season dining pass?
Yeah, there we go.
You know what? Everything I've heard is it's been a really positive program for both guests and the park. I think there's ways to tweak it to make it a little bit more user-friendly. But it sounds like right now, from everything positive that we're hearing, that it will come back in 2013 in some form.
And we were one of two parks that basically trialed that, and I think overall it's been a pretty good thing.
What's the deal with Batman's wheel covers? One train has them, one train doesn't.
I'm not familiar.
You guys don't know about that? Okay.
I don't.
You totally care about it, Mark. Are there any plans for the abandoned restaurant in Southwest Territory?
The Crazy Buffalo?
Yeah.
Right now we use it more for employee events, but I would say if there is something, it would need a full rehab, and I don't know that that's on the immediate target.
Is the park going to have any new stunt shows in the coming years?
We can really only speak like to 2013. That's as far as we really know. So again, in 2013, no, there's no plan for such show.
All right. Is there any plan to remove the log flumes in the next 5 years?
Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, they're incredibly popular.
They get really good throughput.
Yeah.
In terms of just the amount of guests that can ride them in a day, it would be a loss if we lost those.
The only Intamins that operate well?
What's that?
The only Intamins that operate well in the park?
I'm sure who produced the log.
I mean, for the most part, all the rides that we have here operate well. Our maintenance department knows how to handle them. They keep them up, and they know how to make them work to the best of their ability. So, yeah, as far as I know, they're staying.
And V2? V2 staying? So this is directed at you, Brandon. Great America or Magic Mountain?
That's not a fair question. Both parks are really awesome.
What do you like better at Great America than Magic Mountain and Magic Mountain than Great America?
They're two very different parks. Magic Mountain is unique. The market that it's sat in, they had to cater towards a very thrill-based audience because they kind of filled that void versus some of the family products out here. Great America is able to really cater to all audiences. So it's a unique Six Flags park in that sense.
All right.
What are the chances of a motor coaster?
What kind of coaster?
Motor coaster? Is that what it's called?
Motorbike coaster.
Motorbike. Again, through 2013, there's no plan.
Yeah, generally you're not going to see a coaster, 2 years in a row, or a big coaster, another big coaster in a row. Generally that kind of big capitals spread out.
All right.
So it should be another park starting to have a big ride.
Tom, you had a question?
Will there be a chance of
The Victoria. Again, it's something that's put into the capital budget every year, and we go through that list and kind of deal with things that are the most urgent right at the top.
Anything? Do you guys see any coasters getting paint in the coming years?
Paint.
Yeah, in 2013, let's say.
Something will probably get painted. Which one? I don't know. As you can imagine, the cost to paint American Eagle is very different than the cost to paint Vertical Velocity. I mean, we're talking about painting every single piece of wood in there versus painting two steel rods. But either way, painting projects are extremely expensive. So again, it's up to really the park president and the park management to decide where that money should go. I mean, if you take that money out from painting or you put it into painting, you lose it somewhere else. So we really just, it's always a back and forth on what our budget will allow us to do and what we have to do. So I don't know until we painted again. Our 2013 budgets are just being discussed now, so that wish list hasn't been submitted to this budget so far.
Is there anything?
What about a B&M launch coaster? I'm not even familiar with one that exists.
I know, but could they ever?
So there's a rumor that B&M is working on a launch coaster for 2014. And a lot of people are speculating, since we held the first B&M coaster, the newest Swing Rider, if we'll get a launch coaster. I don't think it'll happen, but...
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
We would never say no.
What's your favorite coasters in the park?
Mine was always, when I was younger, Batman, because it was fast. I can't do that fast anymore. But Raging Bull for height, X-Flight, although for smooth and different sensation, X-Flight is my favorite.
I'm going to go with the Raging Bull and X-Flight also. I like those.
B&M's.
My husband is a big Viper. His favorite is Viper.
I like V2 a lot. That's been fun. That's so fun.
Yeah.
Is V2 gonna get new restraints? Because we don't got the new seat pads that are blue. Now the restraints look kind of like the oddball.
If anything, they might get reupholstered over the
They can
off-season.
actually, they refinish those too. There's companies that are able to replace the.
Reupholstered here.
Yeah, we have our own shop here tomorrow.
So that could get reupholstered to manage.
So tell us, is there a certain area of the park we should focus on for 2013?
Of course.
What area is that?
Wait.
There's a lot of very exciting
We've got
announcements.
4 weeks of hints that we have to do, so we can't spoil any of them now. So every Wednesday up until the announcement.
Now, will you guys join us for Fright Fest?
Of course.
You'll come? I think you'll be excited to see what we have for Fright Fest.
Are you guys gonna do something like a pass where you get a few of the haunts for a single price?
Yeah.
All right.
We're working on all that final details. You know, actually, I think you should get a wristband. That'll have, you know, your combo on. So it'll allow you to go into all the attractions for one price.
Are there any new concerts planned for Southwest California?
Not this year. We're all finished. We did our one Carousel Summer concert, which was Kevin Rudolph, and then we also host the Festival Latino event every year, and we just finished that July 26th. So, concerts are done
Should
really
bring
good.
next year like a DJ.
A DJ?
Like Skrillex?
I don't know.
It's an interesting blend in the Southwest Amphitheater because it holds a few thousand people. So if you get somebody too big, you got to turn away a lot of people. If you get somebody too small, it's not worth the investment. So it's a really interesting line you have to walk with the Southwest Amphitheater.
And it's very interesting. I got to see the process kind of for my first time this year. A lot of thought and you know, a lot of math that's done to figure out, you know, what's the right investment for something like that special.
And in this market, when you think about concerts, we compete with, you know, the Summerfest, who has a huge lineup, all the Country Thunder, USA, Country Fest, and then you also have the two Chicago stations, P96 and Kiss FM, that does big 7-8% lineup concerts. So it's really hard to find somebody that maybe is not already here in town for one of those that is willing to play again within a certain amount of time because they don't want to play market too many times. So before they come back.
What about Wilderness Theater?
Wilderness Theater right now it's just used as an event theater. So we host our dance festival